An often overlooked gem. Why Pete's Dragon deserves your attention. Universal Pictures. For many years now, Disney has been transforming their cherished animated classics into live-action films. This trend gained significant ground after Alice in Wonderland raked in over $1 billion back in 2010. Since then, Disney has released numerous live-action remakes with varying degrees of success. While movies like Cinderella and The Jungle Book were praised for their innovative takes, others such as Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, and The Lion King brought in massive revenues but didn't quite add fresh perspectives or depth to these treasured tales. Recent live-action releases haven't fared too well at the box office. Although The Little Mermaid and Snow White struggled financially, the success of Lilo and Stitch might hint at a new direction with these adaptations, potentially revitalizing the trend. Universal Studios has also joined the live-action remake race. Their remake of DreamWorks Animation's How to Train Your Dragon is a prime example. This has sparked hope that Disney won't be prompted to greenlight similar remakes of Pixar favorites, although nothing is certain. Despite some positive reception, skepticism remains about these remakes' artistic value beyond capitalizing on nostalgia. David Lowery's interpretation, a new take on Pete's Dragon. Disney. Disney's revisitation of Pete's Dragon in the summer of 2016 emerged as a standout effort in their lineup of live-action adaptations. Directed by David Lowery, this film builds upon the 1977 original, which intriguingly combined live action with animation. Unlike Disney's blockbuster animated titles, the original Pete's Dragon didn't achieve iconic status, making a modern update a unique proposition. Veering away from the musical format of the original, the 2016 version chooses a grounded family drama approach, infused with a sense of adventure. The story retains the original's emotional core, focusing on the bond between a young boy named Pete and his dragon companion, Elliot. Oakes Fegley shines as Pete, and the film's visuals, courtesy of Weta Digital, bring Elliot to life beautifully. With a cast including Bryce Dallas Howard, Wes Bentley, Carl Urban, Una Lawrence, and Robert Redford, the revival brought warmth and earnest performances set against the enchanting backdrop of the Pacific Northwest. The film echoes the feel of coming-of-age adventures like E.T. the Extraterrestrial and The Goonies. The need for fresh ambitions in adaptations? Disney. Browsing through online discussions among movie enthusiasts, it's evident that there's a growing fatigue regarding the live-action remakes of classic animated films. Over the past decade and a half, Disney has unquestionably dominated this arena, and now Universal is testing the waters with their own adaptation of How to Train Your Dragon. Even though the live-action version remains faithful to its animated origin, the question arises: are these remakes necessary if the core emotional impact remains unchanged? A sequel to the live-action How to Train Your Dragon is in the pipeline, although details about the storyline remain under wraps. Both DreamWorks and Disney might benefit from taking a cue from Lowery's Pete's Dragon. This particular remake stood out by reimagining the narrative in a manner that felt fresh and meaningful, rather than just attempting to cash in on viewers' nostalgic memories. Studios might consider tapping into lesser-known titles for adaptation, given that audiences are already well acquainted with many of the famous stories. When the 2016 remake of the relatively obscure 1977 Pete's Dragon grossed over twice its production budget, it showed the potential for creative and financially successful remakes that offer a new viewpoint, without solely relying on nostalgia. For those who want to explore the magic of Pete's Dragon, both the remake and the original film are available for streaming on Disney+. If you're intrigued by Lowery's creative vision, consider reading /Film's interview with the director for insights into his approach. http:///54731/ Pete's Dragon David Lowery interview?